Can do some serious damage with it. It's gonna pop, and in fact, no, it isn't even deployed. It's just a smoke grenade to allow them out. And either way, Holzerk drops. Freiburg coming in from CT can't get anything done. Heap's gonna drop. Lecro finds one back, but instantly traded. And what a fantastic site take there from HAVU. The flash deployed late eliminates any threat of the retake, and with both of these final members low, they should just be disposed of. Oh.
Ariel finishes the job, and with that, HAVU now lead 1.
Freiburg's going to be up in these long tunnels, and he is just waiting the time out. Finally takes the bait, shows the shadow, but Freiburg, it's surely too late here.
He's got to try to take a duel with Slowy, and as he does a bit of damage, he's bear in mind that HAVU, all of these members on low HP right now, and if Dignitas just swing wide and hit their shots, just like that, Halzerk onto Ariel, this leaves HAVU a very tough spot. Heapy, granted he is naded down, but as far as it's Zora, Halzerk gets Snowy, and out of nowhere, Dignitas hit the retake. Unfortunately, timing gives both a blessing and a curse.
There's so much tier 2 talent in Europe, especially, that they are very, very closely matched.
You're absolutely right, but with Zora hitting that opening, Halzerk taken down, Heap eating a lot of utility as well as he tries to pick up that up instantly. But it's Lecro, he comes out the gate swinging now. The new transfer to Dignitas, and he does so with a kill onto Slowy. Zora on the response as well, allows like 7 to spot 2 members heading their way towards short. And in the 3-on-4 right now, it's going to be HAVU to try and refute this Dignitas attack. Zora in a lot of trouble, has to swing wide, caught out by Freiburg now, and suddenly this flank from X7 needs to come pretty damn quickly.
And a 3-on-3, and there we go. X7 brings it into that 3-on-2, and well, it's quickly made into a 3-on-1. You look at the damage that's dealt here onto HAVU. It's very unfortunate that Freiburg just doesn't have the time to read out all of these opponents, and in fact, he's not even going to be able to find one of them. That's where they seem to thrive. Dignitas, they're taking their sweet time on this retake, and with no kits in hand, they need to speed this one up. This bomb, it's already halfway ticked, and they're losing their lives one by one. Slowy and Jemmy finding another 2, and all of these defenders are falling like flies.
This is a really strong position to be in, right? Well, really weak position to be in right now. This B site's so hard to try and retake, but with 5 players left standing, there's as good a chance as any. Flash goes out, Freiburg swings wide, good for 1, Yemi to trade. More players coming their way as Ariel's able to shut down Lecro. Can he find another? Not quite for the time being. The team nade onto Forest should warn Dignitas that they're in an impossible position as HAVU make it 6.
You know what we didn't pay enough attention to as it was unfolding is the fact that Dignitas have just played a retake B setup in a 5v5 on a buy round. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. The B site on Dust 2 here, notoriously the hardest site to retake, and they've
shown why he's been brought on to Dignitas, but right now you need more than just Lecro to beat HAVU. You need, well, frankly, a kind of god-killing weapon, and I doubt that'll even be able to do enough as
they would consistently take this A site, and that meant that they were having loads and loads of success on it. They continued to press on to A, and there was no reason to change anything. Then they kind of added a spanner in the works. They went B a couple of rounds, and it means that Dignitas, they have no idea where to stack. They know that they can't win these rounds with a standard setup, but we see rounds like this where they stack towards a B site, and HAVU, they're just able to walk right in. This time, the retake actually pays off, and with this C4 not too far gone, Slowy has got an impossible task on his hands, and as soon as he swings, you do see some aggression from both sides here towards B. It's looking like we will see a firefight take place. It's Slowy to push right through, and there we go. Should be able to eliminate Forest. Instead, somehow loses the engagement.
That's very messy, and well, Freiburg's going to be very, very thankful that he survives there. As we see elsewhere, it's going to be HAVU making their way out from mid. Ariel, a beautiful shot onto Heap there. Again, laser-like readjustments to allow them to fake this presence. And instead, they turn their attention up towards short. Halzo forced to drop on down. Lecro still on the angle, though. Good for 1, good for 2. Looks to make it 3. Can't quite do so as Ariel doubles up before he falls, leaving Yemi in a 1 versus 2.
Throws that flash, gets his C4 digits tapped in. He's only got a few seconds left to work with, so has to hold on to it. If Forrest goes for the jump spot, he'll be dead to rights. But Jemmy, he can hear the step, swings around, dishes the head onto Freiburg. Now the one-on-one. This is so doable here for Jemmy, and he's playing it perfectly. The timing, the positioning, it's superb. And as he swings around, spots the head, pokes his up, and heals it with a beautiful precision come up against. And this time they're applying the pressure elsewhere. The mid-B split, it looks like it was going to bear fruits, but Holzerk actually comes out on top of the first engagement. And with a 3-man stack towards this area of the map, HAVU are just going to cut their losses and go back to A.
to make their way on forward. It's going to be Letcro, those tap down 2. It looks tap down 3. Can't quite do so as Yemi shuts him down. And I tell you what, Yemi has been a thorn in the side of HAVU right now. Yemi, well, in the side of Dignitas, sorry. And right now, in a 1v4, he's had back-to-back 1v2s. What can you do in a 1v4? Well, he's going to have to aggress somewhere. He chooses to go for long, but as the flash goes out, the short push comes through. He's got Forrest to worry about. Fires the first. He knows there's more coming, though. Can't quite catch out the other two. And for that, Dignitas, they make it a second. Heap now trying to get aggressive. He's got Zori to worry about, and it's messy, but he does come out on top. Elsewhere, HAVU onto Aerial allows Dignitas now to make their way forward into what will be a retake here. Heap onto X7 shows that right now, Dignitas.
HAVU now, they have taken the A-bomb site, but they've got a 3-man disadvantage. The C4 on their back, so they can go for the plant, but I don't even think they'll be allowed it. The flank coming in from behind, Yemi on his lonesome, needs to tap in these digits just to give them a little bit of extra money, and it's going to be denied. Letcro coming in from the top.
What good can Dignitas do against HAVU?
Feels like HAVU are just running out of steam a little bit here on this T side. We saw in the early rounds, they were bombarding towards short every single time. They were winning all of the duels, and now it's not going their way at all. We see Freiburg with the double spray down. It's round number 15. There's no point in Zori saving. There's not a lot of point in him going for it. I maybe spoke a little bit too soon. Beautiful 1-dig there. He needs to find 3 more. The smoke, it goes over the top, but the incendiary comes in with it, and there we go. Holzuk.
We see Slowy ready for these players to come into him, and as Dignitas make their way on forward, Slowy not quite able to catch out the odd member, but it's actually, there he is, good for 1. HAVU instantly there to trade. X7 through the smoke, and just destroyed by Letcro there, as it goes down into a 4-on-3. And with that, Letcro, low on HP, spam down through the smoke, but it won't matter. Heap good for another. Yemi dinks on down, and now with Zori on just 3 HP, it really heals down to Aerial, who's good for 1. Will continue making his way on forward. Looks to double up, can't quite do so for the time being, though, as HAVU able to find him and able to hide. As Aerial good for another now. 1-on-2. No kit, though. He'll tap that bomb once. Letcro makes his own way forward. Making noise as he comes up from CT. He's finished off by Aerial there. A beautiful shot now. He'll tap it again. He's ready for Heap. Can he find the kill? No, he can't. Dignitas with the pistol round, make it a 6 now.
Configuration, they make the mistake of fighting long, and they lose the gunfights to the USPs at range. But this time, Dignitas didn't opt for it, and it works out very, very nicely for them indeed. Zori does find this opening pick with the 1-dig here, and as he finds another, oh my, HAVU might actually make this work.
Zori having made it 3 as well, leaves it all down to Forrest in a 1-on-3. And
but he's still not going to spot the short angle. It's only when Forrest drops down that he might be seen, and there we go. Slowy spots him out, but Freiburg, in fact, it's not Freiburg, it's Forrest, gets away with his life. Wants to go for the secondary fight, and he can't do so. Slowy takes him out.
Our whole aggression being fought for by Dignitas. X7 ready to try his own hand at aggression here. So here's shots ring out. He's caught out. Letcro able to trade, though. A nice shot right now onto 7. Early tag damage by Slowy. Shuts down the first member. Looks to try and double up, but it's Letcro to shut down Slowy, leaving HAVU now in a 1-man disadvantage. Dignitas making their own way forward. It's an awkward spot to be in as, well, they are low on HP, but HAVU playing retake right now. May play to their detriment. Yemi, he hears the players come out, but he's wary of this mid flank. Having seen none just yet, he catches out Freiburg, but Forrest instantly there to trade. Instead, Aerial is messy, but he can find another. The flank comes through, though. Letcro, he's going to have to eat a nade as the flank comes through from HAVU. He rings out a few shots. He misses them, though, and Aerial finds him after Zori finds Letcro. He get aggressive, and as they split out these guys towards top mids, so he's actually be peppered down a fair bit as he's taken down. Maybe being a bit too aggressive as we see Zori able to catch out another. He'll try to line them up. He does just that. Beautiful 4K out of Forrest. Yes, he finds Yemi. Yes, he can probably save this AK.
He is padding his stats. A 4K. He's on for the ace right now. It would just be an eco-frag ace, but definitely one for HLTV, and there we go. 18 kills to his name, 3 away from that magic number 16.
And the reality is as well, they've been really damn strong right now. The fact they hit 13 now means that they're really in that kind of like, you know when you hit that moment in the map where you're no longer playing for round, for these members to push into him. Smokes go out, flashes go out in counter, but Letcro from behind, give for 1. Zori there to trade now, 3-on-4. And Zori right now, he is pivotal to the success of HAVU. He's got his teammate Slowy on long to try and assist, but through the smoke, there's no real trade. Zori, he's good for 1 as Freiburg finds Slowy from CT. Yemi gets the next say in the manner, put it down to a 2-on-2 before HAVU is there to trade into the AK. He finishes it off, and with that...
Before, but I'm still pretty confident.
You're right, and with that flash going out towards B, it's Heap to find 1, Yemi good for another, Forrest there to trade, and HAVU They just go safe now.
And it was. The observer was on it straight away. We're sorry, 7. The right moment, and now they have got a genuine opportunity to bring this back.
Sorry, though, a beautiful opening, and he doubles up as well as Freiburg falls, and now into a 5-on-3. Dignitas, they turn the attention back away from long. 35 seconds left, and right now, if HAVU, their B defense is non-existent. If Dignitas explode out towards B, then they're going to be in a perfect position. Aerial, this aggression towards short is going to be pivotal to the success of HAVU, but as Aerial takes his time with his attack, Lecro finds Yemi, there's the trade, and now it's going to be a fight for Snowy to just buy some time. He can't do that. Now the AWP is really what has to be feared, and Zori trying to get an angle over this molly. Can't quite do so. Heap, though, caught out through the wall, and now Forrest in a 1v3. Caught out by X7.
No. I mean, I was just about to throw to you regardless. I mean, this first kill is incredibly important indeed. And there we go. They don't find it, and Freiburg punishes. As soon as Zori misses that shot on short, Freiburg's allowed to get out. He's allowed a little bit of leg room to wiggle his feet, and he does so beautifully. 2 snappy headshots, and that's round donezo.
An incredible round, and well, let Chrome, he just clicks on heads. Aerial's caught off by this molly. He's now solo fighting towards Heap. Heap finds the kill. There's no response by HAVU right now, and suddenly HAVU look really quite shaky.
They really do. And there we go with that early man disadvantage. Slowy.
X7, this position towards long. He does have the help of Zore, but as flashes go down, the set piece goes out. X7 only good for 1. Halzerk ready for Zore. Puts it down to Yemi alone in a 1v4.
Dignitas's win rates were really bad, but it was because they were playing against literal tier 1 teams. Yeah, they were playing against some of the best teams in the world, and therefore their win rates were...
They're true, the sights set towards mid, and they're running into the UMP right now. Freiburg, he spots out Snowy towards mid. He's actually taken down, but what good's a UMP going to do right now? As Let Crow through the smoke takes a lot of damage by Yemi, but he still survives, and there you go. Yemi is taken down. The UMP doesn't do much. X7 through the smoke does find a kill. Yes, it's an advantage, but retaking this B site, we know how damn hard it is, Josh, and right now, Dignitas find themselves in a really damn strong position. Aerial, able to find Forest towards tunnels, though, does give them an advantage, as now, all of a sudden, Dignitas are going to be hard fought to hold this.
Well, Lekro and Holzak have their work cut out for them, but with the post-plant positions and the 2 flashes to work with, they might be able to get this one done. The C4 beeping away, applying all this pressure. And with 3 players coming in from tunnels, it just comes down to the timing. Holzak goes for the jiggle, peaks, hits the collat, can't follow up with a second, but Lekro in the corner, just buying time, connects some shots, can't quite convert though, as Zori gets him right through the box, and HAVU. They're looking fantastic right now, and there's no way that HAVU will be allowed that much success. Aerial and 7 do get off to a good start here in the 29th. And remember, if they take this round, then it's map over. There's no opportunity for OT. It is a 3 versus 3 situation, but as Freiburg falls, they can get a free bomb plant here. But they need to anticipate where these final 2 members are. If this AWP peaks, it's going to lose its life. They now know that the final player is towards B, surely. No, they don't. Jemmy could get this done right here.
Was he spotted out there? He must have been, surely. Fellas, the bodies go down. They must expect him to be back here. No, Freiburg goes for a plant. He's taken down. All on Letcro now. 1v1 against Yemi. Yemi very low on HP. 1 second left. And Letcro, 1 straight bullet. Yeah, Dignitas, they make their way forward. There's Zore on the close angle. This is either going to work admirably or awfully. And well, Freiburg, he deletes both members. It's instant long control. And now HAVU, they've got a hard-fought defense on their hands. Mollies go out. Smokes go down. Looks like they might even try and go through this smoke right now as X7 fully blind is finished off as Letcro hits the 2k, all on Snowy in a 1v5. Yes, he catches out the first. Yes, he tries to find a second, but is it quite enough? I very, very much doubt it.
Well, it's not going to be. We're going to overtime for incendiaries from HAVU. And then later in the round, when they go for the execute, there's no offensive utility left to work with. It's only the flashes and the firepower, but that seems to be enough. The 7 and Yami find the opening kills. They're now funneled into this corner. The AKs need to connect, and they're just not. They miss all the shots. And Dignitas, 80 left here for HAVU, though. An incendiary could stop Dignitas in their tracks, but there's not one to be deployed. The AWP from Zori, it's not connecting. He goes for the repeat, but he loses his life in doing so. Back into a 3-on-3 as 2 headshots come in unison. And Aerial, he falls to the same fate. Lecro is on fire right now, hitting all these heads. And Slowy and Jemmy, as they go for the jump, they get completely railed.
Out these heads on the angle as flashes go out and HAVU make their way forward. Player dives into CT.
Ooh.
That's a beautiful shot to Aerial there as HAVU turn their attention down towards B. In CT, X7, he's able to catch out Lecro. Now Freiburg has got all to play for. Fully blind. He's caught out by X7. A perfect flash now as HAVU, they look to hit 18 off the back of the speed attack.
Any other time you'd see a save here, but to be honest, there's not a whole lot of point for it. I think that smoke has actually just fallen through the map. Didn't realize there was a hole there. That's interesting. Volvo, please fix. But, yeah, there's surely no opportunity here for Dignitas. AUG and an AWP and HAVU, they're just not giving them the opportunity. There's not even the util to clear out Car. Holzer can trade, but a 1-on-3, and he is just going to walk straight in.
Well, Halzuk, he's got a molly to prevent this for the time being. Execution comes out, set piece goes down, and right now Lecro, he is being bombarded with utility. He falls to the double Molotov, which keeps him at bay. The nade from Halzuk misses, and with that, HAVU, they swarm this site. It's a nice early shot from Halzuk. Yemi there to trade. 4-on-3 now, and I think this could be the end for Dignitas. Heap trying to find a kill with this AUG. Can't quite do so as Yemi swings into him, and with that, Freiburg just can't find the conversion. Forrest alone, caught out by X7. It's a damn messy to display, and it took a lot longer than... It's going to be Dignitas' map pick here, and to get things underway in this pistol round, we're going to see Aerial attempt to refuse an outside control as Dignitas swarm him. Forrest with the initial opening, and with that, having got a man down. Of course, I'm Newcastle Crabber 3, and I'm joined by the wonderful M&J to take you through this second and potentially third map.
Well, I'm interested to see if it actually goes the distance. Of course, Dignitas, they narrowly missed out on Dust 2. And now on their own map pick of Nuke, they've got off to a good start here. The pistol round going their way. They've got the man advantage. The kit is in Freiburg's favour, but I think it's just been retrieved there. There we go. Slowy goes and grabs it. So a 3 versus 2. Still the numbers not swinging their way. But with this kit, they have some extra time to work with, and they've got the range advantage with these USPs. The issue is that Forrest has found one on the floor, and he's going to deal headshots of his own. Zori left in a 1 versus 3, and I don't think there's any opportunity for him here. The bomb, it's too far gone, and at this point, he's just looking to try and do some damage, and damage he will not find.
Again, just trying to catch out the odd member, but trapped towards ramp. It's Forrest to just quickly dispatch. Because that's now, they force HAVU away, and with Yemi able to find an initial entry, yes, it's an advantage, but Aerial actually doubles up, and suddenly Dignitas in a bit of trouble here. Halzuk makes it even, but it's not fully even. Instead, Yemi finds another before the nades pepper him down, and Halzuk sends him to an early grave, but... in a 2-on-3 now, Heat being tagged on down, suddenly finds himself in a really tough spot now as Dignitas in a 2-on-3 is suddenly being dismantled against the HAVU full spy here.
HAVU have maintained this man advantage throughout the entirety of this round too, and with the C4 being dropped in Garage, it puts Holzuk in a really tricky position. It's him and Heap to try and get this one done, but he is scared to cross right now. With this smoke in place, he'll be able to do so, but as his teammate falls, he's now super vulnerable as he pushes into the A site with seconds to spare, needs to win the duel onto Zori, and he can't do so. Zori, tricky position, and then they could aggress onto ramp, but with it, now they start to walk their way in, and Slowy, he'll take the contact with the scout instead.
It's beautiful, just response after response here, HAVU.
Zori, $6,000 behind him. And with these MP9s still in play, they should be able to mow down these Glocks. Instead, it's Aerial with the M4 to do so. He finds himself a double, one for a triple here, and he absolutely finds it, despite the fact he gets dinked. And Zori, the Mag 7 fires through. The C4 does go down there for Dignitas, so despite the fact they find no kills, it's a big mistake there from HAVU to allow Freiburg to actually get those digits. A site, they are in for some trouble, and Lecro, with the wrap towards A main, as soon as he's spotted, that's going to be Aerial's cue to peek and get a flank on him, and there we go. Man count even, and Dignitas, they have got the HP disadvantage.
For Dignitas as they make their way forward towards the safe site, it's going to be Yemi able to catch out one. He tries to double up, can't quite do so, but the Mag 7 of Zori, I don't know how that didn't kill him there. I feel quite bad for Zori. But Aerial dropping straight down is able to find another kill. Halzuk aggressing himself. Allows Aerial to find Forrest now. All on Halzuk alone in a 1v2. Good for one. Aerial to trade him. That is a phenomenal round by Aerial there.
And so far with this secondary sniper, and he's not on that normal sniper angle. Instead, he's on the off angle, connects the beautiful shot. He can fall away off the back of it. I was expecting Aerial to swing and support, but with the two-man advantage, they don't even need to risk losing a man here. They can fall away, play to fortify the site, and play the late game. Less than a minute left on this clock, and X7 takes an advanced angle. Doesn't quite work out for him. He does lose his life, but Zori's there to trade.
I love that HAVU always have a player there to support one another. Let Crow and Heap right now on just such a low amount of HP, and as the AK shots ring out, as Let Crow desperately tries to find an angle, Zori, he'll try to finish the job, but it's actually Yemi to get the presence. He hasn't been able to confirm it yet. The second he jumps up, Aerial, he'll finish the job. There's a man advantage for HAVU. Forrest able to trade, but for Dignitas,
with that opening pick, they need to win the round, Kremer, to maintain that 100% stat line. And Yemi, he's been tagged up. Luckily, Zori's there to support. And with the AWP, does eliminate Holzerk. Unfortunately, down, and they have no control of single door. As soon as this is tapped in, Slowy's going to peek, deploy the nade, should win the gunfight. Absolutely does. Now the advantage in their favor, and Heap on the rotation.
Here's the thing with Heap's rotation, though. While it's slow, it's predicted. And his location is suspected by the lone member. I believe that's X7 down towards the angle there as he shifts on forward. Heap on the flank. Noise made by his teammates to try and bait them away as Zoe taps that bomb once the door's opened. Forrest and Heap find the initial kill. Zori no-scoping Forrest there. X7 unable to finish the job, though, as Heap now in a 1v1 tries to bait out Zori. Can he find the kill? Yes, he can. And it's micromillimetric.
Let Crow spotting out the feet. He's able to do some damage, but still the man disadvantage going their way. Let Crow does find it right back, though. Zori gone. He's been one of the more impactful players. In fact, the most impactful player this game. But Yemi finds one in the meantime. Holzerk going to tap in these digits, accompanied by that Molotov going into heaven. There's no chance for HAVU to deny it. So they're going to go for this retake. They've got a man advantage in it. But with Yemi so low on health and that bomb essentially acting as the third man, this is going to be very tricky. Yemi needs to clear the hard left angle, does so, but can't seem to connect the bullets. Instead, half of them go into the door, and it's just unpenetrable. Aerial gets tagged up low, but finally Holzerk drops, and it all falls onto Forrest. Left on his lonesome, a 1-on-2. He can't connect onto X7, who's up in heaven. He'll be able to get away regardless, and there we go. He does so perfectly.
It's a great read, and Snowy's he's caught out by Heap there. It's a mad advantage for Dignitas, and well, X7 lines up 2 quick kills. That includes the bomb. Let Crow instantly there to trade, and while Dignitas find a bomb plant, HAVU scramble for a retake now as Aerial leads this charge. It's a fast retake at that. Freiburg, he's swarmed by Zore, shut down. Heap spotted towards control, as well as Let Crow makes his location known towards single and or double. As Dignitas now, at least they keep their distance. But HAVU, with already site control, they're going to deploy this utility and get ready for a hold.
Well, Let Crow in a 1 versus 2 scenario, he was insane on Dust 2 to him, but he's able to relay the information to Slowy that there is someone darting towards his location. And Yemi, who's been fairly dormant so far this round, can pounce out and take the man coming out of the squeaky door. Trades going evenly, but Dignitas take the site, and HAVU haven't had too much success on their A site retakes, so this could be a round going to Dignitas right here.
It would be at the best case or best time possible as well. Yeah, we've seen that they've had a real issue with their defenses. We've seen they've had a real issue with their off-part situations. Halzerk will flash up towards heaven as Aerial finds Forrest. Freiburg there to trade. Freiburg knowing there's another member to worry about as Halzerk towards Hut is taken down. Leaves it all on Snowy. And while he does kind of tease Freiburg on the ladder.
That smoke, it's not a wall, remember, and Freiburg, he's really proven that to us.
That is an incredible round, and we look over towards Forrest, who's able to make yet another kill onto X7. Right, that's a nice response, though. Puts it down to a 3-on-3, and once again, we find HAVU with equal footing in a retake scenario. Credit where credit is due to Dignitas to be able to get onto these sites, and more importantly, keep it really looking quite tough for Dignitas. And, well, as Yemi tries to make his way out, positions made clear by Heap, who's been able to open the door, tries to fight towards Aerial, can't quite find the kill.
15, but to be honest, HAVU have had a great half, and if they can get one more here, it would be insane.
Absolutely right. We see kills either way, though, and once again, it's a 3v3, but this time Soy finds a kill. Freiburg, Gary, and Halzerk all ring true, putting it down to a 1v1 between Halzerk and X7. Halzerk, he punches in those numbers, but the flank's coming through from X7. He'll spot him out and finish the job. HAVU, they lead 11-4 at the end of this half against Dignitas. And can he find the kill? Not quite. Freiburg, no 1 HP. Caught out by Yemi. There's the man advantage. Now HAVU towards heaven. I think he too is spotted out as the C-Mac fights towards ramp. He unable to find a kill. Is forced away as X7 finds HAVU. Now for Forest, he's got to try and hold from Hollow Vent. Can't quite catch up anyone as E2 falls. Let Crow, one of the last man left standing. Dington down. Slowly being swarmed. Good for one though. But both of these Dignitas members are 1 bullet away from death.
Oh, and there we go. Letcrow dropping. And now, in fact, not Letcrow dropping. Letcrow left on his own. And if he can't pull off this clutch, then this becomes very, very scary. But he does so. 5 rounds on the board for Dignitas. It's not quite... Well, 7. Coming into heaven. Aerial and Freiburg both going to trade instantly, and it does come into a 4-on-4. But 7, he's made the noise he shouldn't have, but he's accidentally made the step. Letcrow's alerted, and 7 knows that he has to just go for the swing and take the shot. Does so beautifully. Takes a lot of damage through the floor there, but as Heat pulls out the nade at the wrong moment, he will lose his life on the trade. A man advantage here for HAVU as they start to work their way down towards the B site, I presume, but there is still Holzerk to contend.
Holzerk, he needs to go huge right now. Zorate's crossing through these doors, and he's plotting just for Holzerk. He finishes the job onto the first member, puts it down to a 2-on-2 with a very winnable situation at that. 5 seconds left. Aerial caught out. Zoe now left in a 1v1. Out of time, out of luck, out of hope. That's with 7 now, force HAVU down to a very poor buy.
Incendiary going down. Might slow them down for a few further seconds. Aerial, though, darting right around. I don't think Letcrow's heard it, but the flashbang's perfect, and Holzerk's able to find it nonetheless. 2-man advantage here now for Dignitas, and they are looking much, much stronger on their CT side, and it's starting to make me question, did HAVU really need more than an 11-4 half to close this one out?
Genuinely, they may have, and with Letcrow able to find X7, Freiburg on a Snowy, it looks like HAVU are just being dismantled right now, and there's still a minute left on the clock. Dignitas, they're doing it with a ruthless efficiency right now, as they hit 9 off the back of this. Zore, yes, he's going wild, yes, he's doing a bit of damage, but as Halzek sends him to an early grave, probably not.
Well, as they burst their way into ramp slowly, that's a big opening kill, and that might just be enough to get things rolling. Aerial with a second, and Forest and Freiburg right now. What on earth can they do? This round has fallen apart. How on earth do HAVU win rounds like this? Then it's certainly going to be costly, and there we go. Hits the shot, but not the kill. Freiburg on the flank gets eliminated, and this is very doable right now for HAVU.
This is painfully doable as Zore doubles up now. It's a 3-on-3. There's a flank coming from Dignitas, but the reality is HAVU seem more than rary for it. Zore going aggressive again, hits the no-scope on Forest. Yemi onto Heap, leaves it all down to Letcrow, and this has just been incredible by Zore. He has single-handedly elevated HAVU for Dignitas. Yeah, they might be able to try and delay a push. They might be able to maybe catch out the odd target. But the reality is, it's a tough ask. As Snowy lines up 2 quick kills, it's going to be down to Dignitas to try and hold, but the reality is, what good can they do against Zoe? He makes it 3 now. Forest the last left standing, finished off. HAVU hitting 15 now, but let's close out the map on them until breaking point. And as we see, Forest ready for this aggression from Huts. Zoe finds the initial kill. There's no trades just yet, and this will start having a bit of a cumulative effect. Letcrow good for 1 through the smoke. Yemi trades, and as Zoe drops down now, suddenly Holzerk in a lot of trouble. He spots out Yemi, though, shuts him down, leaving all on Zore in a 1v3. And honestly, if I were hedging my bets on any of these members to do it, it would be Zore. He catches out the first. He knows there's a second to be worried.
Cover to get it down, but I'm not sure if he's left himself enough time. Just about. He gets it in the final seconds, and as the spam comes through the smoke, Heap will deny it. Dignitas.
Really? Well, with Halzek falling, that may be a bit of a kick to the teeth here. As Letcrow tries to hold Yemi, he treats it like well, no, he won't. Instead, they're going to move in as 1. As Heap tries to hold, he spots out both members, finds the first, can't find the second. Freiburg and Forest alone now in a 2-on-4. And with Forest alone towards this ace site, he has definitely got a tough old task ahead.
He needs to hit these shots. He hears the players above him, but the timing is not quite there, and the smoke grenade doesn't help him whatsoever either. But Forest beneath, he's able to fire through Freiburg with the no-scope on the ladder. How has this one just turned around? Slowly drops, and Dignitas Oh my, Kremer, I think we might be going to overtime. B site, they look to try and get a plant here. And to be honest, ultimately, they're looking to win the round with the investment they've got in place. Next round will be where they actually have the cash to work with. And these are just feel-good frags for Dignitas right now, tearing the attack to shreds, not taking a single casualty. Holzhoek's missing a lot of shots. I'm sure that's not doing his confidence all too good. But Heap will be there to pick up the pieces.
I fear for HAVU right now because they've actually only really got one chance left. Freiburg fully blind is going to be able to just hide as Forrest catches two quick members. And once again, we find Dignitas just refuting HAVU. Freiburg, he brings out a few flashes here or there. Fully blind, Lecro finds a kill. Snowy there to trade though. And unless we see something huge from either Snowy or Zore, it's over. I think Dignitas is saying this is what we see.
It's very much shaping up that way, isn't it? Zori not been able to do anything here. We'll be able to get a free big kill onto Heap. No! Oh my, have...
Yeah, but I have the game in mind. I actually kind of want to get it because it's like 60p. But with Yemi and Ariel, the last two members are standing. Necro, he'll just finish the job. Ariel good for one. Yes, he might catch out the odd member, but it's also for lining. Necro finishes the job. We're going to OT, Josh.
Well, the aggression from Freiburg, it's not been anticipated. It's going to cost them once again. Two-man disadvantage. Dignitas, they are just taking this game by the reins. They're in full control here on the CT side of Nuke. They're not allowing HAVU anything. This has been relentless.
It truly has. It truly has. See, Freiburg, he's caught out by 7, though, when that puts it down to a 4-on-3. But with Yemi ready for Halberg. And Halberg, even though he only has 19 kills, the true impact of these kills cannot be understated. And well, can't be overstated even. As we see Ariel towards mid. Yes, he catches out Letcrow. 2-on-3 now. But Forest towards Hollow Vent is genuinely a player to fear. With 20 seconds left, HAVU are going to have to catch him out and pretty damn soon. But looks like Forest may just be able to line up both members here.
Well, Ariel, 1-on-3, wants to just try and do some damage, I suppose, but in overtime, I don't...
Kill as well. HAVU, they barrel their way down towards Heaven now, and Halzuk, he's scoped in, though. He's ready for these players towards outside. He's swarmed by 7, though. Can't quite kill him. Yemi's the one who has to finish the job. And now that leaves Dignitas in a 3-on-4. And right now for Dignitas, this is a really strong position to be in. The flashes go out towards sight. This allows Zore to try and peek towards any kind of TC aggression from outside. It's actually Freiburg to jump up. Zore misses the shot, and Freiburg now underneath Dignitas, or underneath HAVU, show that HAVU, for the most part, really are trapped here. Forrest onto Snowy, forces HAVU forward. Yemi good for another, but with players on such a low amount of HP, this should be a swift affair.
Yeah, Yemi, no chance for him there.
I can't see Dignitas winning it on T side. I also can't see, actually, Zore's going to be like that, then maybe it will be, as Freiburg finds one Snowy there to trade, puts it down to a 3-on-3. Ariel finishes the job, though, puts it down to a 3-on-2 now, as Halzuk, with his bout of aggression, legs down Ariel, can't quite kill him, though. The molly is what finishes the job. Halzuk in a 1 versus 2 now, he's got to try and overextend to get that bomb. Able to pick it up, but as he drops down into vents, he turns his attention towards B, in which HAVU have already got a player rotated in to try and counter him out here. Caught out by Snowy, a great ease, a bit of aggression here, but for now, Dignitas are going to wait for these smokes to fade before they deploy a bit more. Halzuk onto 7, allows Yemi to try and aggress forward as well. Halzuk able to double up now, and suddenly Snowy's there to get an extended amount of spraying down too, putting it all down to Halzuk. 1 versus 3, good for 1. Zore
definitely want to be winning it, and with the man disadvantage, as they head over towards this A site, HAVU seem to be ready to hold this one.
Sorry, good for another. Halzuk there to trade there. We'll get the next extended amount and put it down to a 4-on-2, and for Lecro and Heap, the last 2 members for Dignitas, it's been a hard-fought battle. It's been a marathon, but the reality is they may have just stagnated. 7 good for 1. Lecro with a 1v4. Swings good for the first. Tries to catch out the second. Catches out them. Goes for the 3. X7 finishes the job. And at long last, the marathon comes to an end. HAVU a beautiful round there. A beautiful game.